Hi everybody, welcome to the Lotus Center YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Cate and I am so happy to be with you here to practice some yoga and enjoy what we have, what the gifts that we're being given. This session will go for about an hour. It is, it's appropriate for any level. I am going to theme this with the chakras so that we can have a little meditation in the beginning, and then we'll do some poses that relate to each chakra, and then I will do that sequence one more time. So you'll get a second time to feel how it may be enlivening, invigorating each of the chakra areas, the chakra nodes. So let's begin. Excuse me. How about if you find a nice comfortable seat on your mat if you have one. If you don't, it's not important. Finding a nice seat and being willing to close your eyes and just be in this moment. Be in this moment with yourself. Be in this moment with this moment, which is packed full of surprises, isn't it now? And let's begin with pranayama, breath work, inhaling through the nostrils and out through the mouth. A nice big deep relief. In through the nostrils and out through the mouth. And let's become a little more intentional. Let's inhale through the nostrils up to the brain. Let's oxygenate the brain. Exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale up to the brain. Oxygenate both hemispheres, the right and the left. The right side's creative, the left side administrative. Exhale. Inhale through the nostrils up to the brain, and now to the heart and the lungs. So expand those ribs as you open those lungs and you really open that heart. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nostrils to the brain, the heart, the lungs. Open the chest, drop those shoulder blades down and back. Really expand the lungs. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nostrils to the heart, the lungs, the brain, and now to the belly, to the parasympathetic nervous system, calming ourselves down. Really let that belly fill. You can take several sips in. And exhale. Use your core muscles to assist on that exhale. Inhale through the nostrils to the brain, the heart, the lungs, the belly, that parasympathetic nervous system. Take as many sips as you need to really fill front, side, back. Exhale. And then finally, inhale through the nostrils to the brain, the heart, the lungs, the belly, the parasympathetic nervous system, and all the way to the root chakra at the pelvic floor. Really filling yourself, grounding yourself. And then exhale, use those pelvic floor muscles, the core muscles, to really assist on that full exhale. Let's do that one more time. Visit all those landmarks and really enjoy your inhale and your exhale. Activate the muscles gently. Inhale through the nostrils. Brain, heart, lungs, belly, pelvic floor. Really inhale fully. Exhale, use the pelvic floor muscles, the core muscles. Let the chest muscles relax. You may want to set an intention for your yoga practice today. It could be something that you want to add, something that you want to subtract, something that's just steady state gratitude. And then let's open our yoga practice today with one chant of Om, just hearing our beautiful voices. So we'll take a nice inhale, exhale, exhale, and then an inhale and Om. Inhale. And then gently open your eyes. And let's remain seated for maybe another 5 minutes. If you're comfortable, if you need to adjust, go ahead. Make it your practice and make it beautiful. We'll go through each one of the chakras from the root chakra all the way up to the crown chakra. All right, so you can stay with your eyes closed or open. It's totally up to you. But use your breathing. Inhale, let's bring that breath all the way back down to that root chakra at the pelvic floor. This is the color red. This symbolizes your rootedness. It symbolizes your belongingness. It's related to your tribe, your clan, your family, all of that lineage, all of those traditions, and you have been delivered to this moment where it's uniquely you. This is your offering here. The root chakra, red. Take a nice inhale and raise the vibration from the root chakra to the second. This is around the reproductive organs, the color orange. This is your creativity. This is your unique expression of who you are. And that can come through art, it can come through childbearing, childbirth, child creation. It can come through solutions. It can come through gardening. It can come through your kindness. It doesn't have to have a label. It's just your energetic creativity. The color orange. And then on the next inhalation, raise your awareness, raise your energy up to the third chakra, right there in your solar plexus, around and behind the navel area. This is the color yellow, and this represents your willingness to show up. This represents your courage, your bravery, your strength. Your strength to be in your creativity, to be in your right to be here, your rootedness. On the next inhalation, raise the awareness from the third chakra to the fourth, to the heart chakra. This is the color green, opening this heart that's full of compassion. This is about first loving yourself, then your generosity to love who you choose, but your willingness to accept anyone who shows up. Then on the next inhalation, raise the awareness, raise the vibration, raise the energy up to the throat chakra. This is the color blue. This represents us speaking our truth. Speaking our truth with discernment so that it is infused with our values, it's infused with what we believe, it's infused with who we truly are. And if it is offering critical feedback to people, please do it with kindness and compassion, including to yourself. And then raise the awareness, raise the vibration on the next inhalation up to your third eye, in the middle of your forehead. This is the color purple, and this represents your unique wisdom. Every question that you have, this is the portal to the answer. It's within you. And you can share your wisdom with others, as well as with yourself. Only when asked, though. And then finally, let's raise the awareness, raise the breath, raise the energy up to the crown chakra at the top of the head, the baby soft spot. This is crystalline white light. This is where we connect with all other beings. This is the oneness. We are one with ourselves. We are one with each other. We are one with the powers that are much more high and divine than we are. And I like to finish this meditation by visualizing that gossamer white crystalline light just draping over me like a veil. And it becomes my sphere of influence. This is really where I can have any effect on what my behavior can be. Outside of it, I can invite in only if I want to. It's my gentle, loving boundary in the world, and it's okay to have boundaries. So maybe you just want to zip up one more time from the bottom to the top. The root chakra, red. The creative chakra, orange. The willingness, the bravery, the courage chakra, yellow. The heart chakra, green. The throat chakra, blue. The third eye chakra, purple. And the crown of the head, white. You can just open your eyes and we'll begin our movement practice. I'm going to step back now and I will speak a little louder so you can hear me as I distance myself from the microphone. So come on to a standing position if you will. These poses now will help us activate each one of those chakras. So see if you can feel it. And recall, I'm going to go through this series first, just so that we can get used to the movements. None of them are new, probably to you. And then we'll do it again, so you can re-feel, all right? So let's first stand in mountain pose, all right? So we're going to build from the foundation up. Spread the toes, distribute the weight across those toe mounts, and now distribute weight back into your heels. And feel yourself evenly distributed, front, back, side to side, and activate those arches. That means your calves just got much stronger. Soften those knees, activate the thighs, tuck the tailbone, the hip bones just opened, which allows more room for the ribs to flare. Let those shoulder blades slide down the sides, on either side of the spine. Let your arms hang low. Let your neck elongate. Let your head be right at the top of your spine. Engage your core muscles, your pelvic floor muscles, the arches in your feet. Mountain pose. From mountain pose, will you extend your right foot forward, your left foot back. Your left foot is angled maybe about 30 degrees. Hands on the hips. Let's inhale and exhale and rotate those hips towards the front of your mat. So those, once again, those ribs just fan. Tuck that tailbone, make some space in the small of the back. We're going into the hero poses, the warrior poses. And this is to activate the root chakra, all right? So as we move from here, right now our energy is zipping up from the pelvic floor all the way up and extending out through the arms. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's bend that front knee so the knee is right over the ankle. So we're going to activate those glutes, the rear end muscles. Tuck that tailbone, fan the ribs, and really feel that root chakra being activated as we've opened our scissors. Nice inhale. Exhale, let's bring these arms out to parallel. Feel the pectorals opening. Feel them assisting the weight of the arms. Rotate those palms and raise your arms up. Let those shoulder blades drop down. Let the shoulders drop away from your ears. Feel the strength in your legs. Use the pelvic floor muscles, the core muscles. Zip it all the way up to the tip of the fingertips. Distribute some energy into the outer edge of that back foot. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's bring these arms back to parallel. Let the pectorals help. Let the back shoulders help. And rotate the right arm forward. The right knee is still bent. The scissors is happening. Drop those shoulders away from the ears. We're in warrior two. Really activate those pelvic floor muscles, the core muscles, the arches in the feet, the energy from fingertips to fingertips. Nice inhale, let's rotate that right palm forward. Nice exhale, let's lift the right arm, lower the left. This is exalted warrior. So as your right thigh descends, your right arm reaches from the armpit The armpit opens, the ribs open. Nice inhale. Let's exhale, bring these arms back to parallel. Rotate back. Exhale, drop the arms, straighten the front knee. Nice inhale, and exhale back to mountain pose at the front of your mat. Feel what you feel, one side and the other. All right, mountain pose. Build it from the bottom up. Tuck the tailbone, open these hips. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's bring that right leg back. Right toes are about 30 degrees closed in towards the front of your mat. Hands on the hips. Tuck the tailbone, pelvic muscles, core muscles. Rotate the hips towards the front of the mat so the ribs flare open. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, bend that front knee. Open your scissors. Pelvic floor muscles, core muscles are lifting, building. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, the arms come out. Activate from the armpits out to the fingers. From the pelvic floor, the core muscles all the way up. Tuck the tailbone, activate the arches of the feet. Rotate those palms. Let the shoulders slide down, the shoulder blades, and reach up. Reach up as you sink down. Use that pelvic floor, the pelvic floor muscles, the core muscles. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's bring these arms down to parallel and bring the left fingertips forward, the right fingertips back. Feel that opening in the armpits. Feel that opening of the pectorals. Rotate that front palm. Lift the left arm, drop the right. Exalt. Use your breath. Feel this energy moving. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, bring those arms to parallel. Bring yourself forward. Bring the arms down. Back to mountain pose. Good. Yeah. Nice inhale from mountain pose. Exhale the left foot open and turn to the left edge of your mat. Let your feet come out into an angled pose. Zip it up from the inner arches all the way up the inner thighs. Tuck the tailbone. Really strengthen the legs. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, we're going to open these knees. So the thigh muscles need to rotate, corkscrew up. Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles, coming up. Nice inhale, exhale, bring these arms out. This is the second chakra. Rotate those palms, bend the elbows. Sink down as you reach up. Second chakra, creativity. Nice inhale, exhale, straighten everything. Reach from toes to fingertips to tip of the head. Exhale down. Good. You can either heel toe your feet in, or you can hop back to center. Mountain pose. We're going to cool things down with a little forward bend. Nice inhale. We're going to bend from the hip hinge. The chest leads. Exhale. The chest leads. The hips surrender. You can use your hands on your thighs to support a nice straight back. If you're new to this, use your core muscles, your pelvic floor muscles, or you can wiggle yourself down into a forward bend. Let the head hang. Release your ego. Allow some humility. We are in such uncertain times. We need as much humility as possible right now. Okay. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, we're going to bend these knees and bring ourselves through a seated position. You can extend your arms out straight. You can bring yourself up to a long back, and you're in a balanced pose here. Balance, it's critical. Every single day it's critical. Exhale those arms down. You can use your hands behind you to lower your heels and lower your sits bones down onto the mat. Good. We're going to start working on the third chakra, right there at the core. Nice inhale. Elongate the spine. Feel the legs extending out from the hip sockets. This is Dandasana. It's the equivalent of a seated mountain pose. From here, let's bend each knee. So keeping a long spine, your knees are bent. We're going to lean back and engage those core muscles. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, really engage the core muscles, the pelvic floor muscles, as you lean to maybe like 45 degrees if you can. So your neck muscles are engaged, your chest muscles are engaged, your core, your pelvic floor. Now, if you can, nice inhale, and on an exhale, you can bring one leg, one shin up parallel to the ceiling. Use your core muscles, your arms. You can engage, pull against your legs if this helps you stabilize. Can you bring your second leg up? Shins are parallel to the ceiling. This is boat pose. Well, actually, it's one version of it. Can you extend your arms parallel to your shins? Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles, breath, chest. Can you keep that spine elongated? Now, can you maneuver on your sits bones, and can you extend those legs up and the arms up? Nice inhale. Let's bring those shins more parallel again and bring yourselves back to that seated elongated pose. From here, will you bring your right knee bent? Your left knee is by, your right knee is by your left hip. Your left foot comes on the other side of your right knee, if that can happen. Let me turn so you can see me. Not sure that can happen. We're all getting used to being video stars. That is a loose definition. Right elbow is around the left knee. Left hand comes out and behind the back. Elongate that spine. So can you get those sits bones level on the floor? Can you relax the right shoulder? Nice inhale. And on an exhale, can you allow your left shoulder to lead you into a spinal twist? So your sits bones stay on the floor. Your right elbow is hugging that bent knee. Elongate the spine. Allow your chest to twist. Allow your head to twist. Spinal twist. Your belly can be pushing against that bent thigh. It'll massage your abdominal organs. Nice inhale. And on an exhale, let's return ourselves back to center. Bring the left foot over. Right foot out. Left foot under. Right foot over. All right, so your left heel is by your right hip. Your right heel is by your left knee. Your left elbow is around your right knee. All right, and here we go. Right arm out and back. You can use it as a back jack to help elongate your spine. Just feel that. Now, situate those hips and the sits bones. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, can you use that right shoulder to allow this spinal twist to happen? Open up those ribs. Let the left shoulder be relaxed. And if you feel like it, you can turn your head to the right. Let your belly breathe deep into that right thigh. Massage those organs. Nice inhale. And on an exhale, let's bring ourselves back to center. Unwind right foot over. Bring the left foot out. And we're going to come up onto our knees to open up the heart chakra and the throat chakra in camel. So this is a pretty This can be a pretty intense pose, so only go to your comfort level, all right? So we're coming up onto a kneeling mountain pose now, all right? That means everything is in its integrity. Zipping up the inner thighs, tuck the tailbone, wrap those glutes around to protect that. Let the shoulder blades drop. Let the ribs fan open. The head is aligned right on top of the spine. Let's take these hands and put the heel of the hand right there below the waist, right in the middle. That's right there on the sacroiliac area. And as you do that, you're going to see these pectorals are going to open up. And the waist begins to move forward, which opens the bottom of the pelvic bone from the top of the thigh bone. Activate those thighs. Activate gently the arches in your feet. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, can you rotate these shoulders back more to open your chest, open your heart. This is the heart chakra. You may get an assist by bringing your elbows closer together. Use the pelvic floor muscles, the core muscles. Your head is starting to lean back. Be careful not to crunch up the back of your neck. And just keep leaning as far back as is comfortable for you. Use the core muscles, the pelvic floor muscles. Use those pectoral muscles. Use the thighs. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's bring the head up and the hips back. Exhale and come to seated on your heels. As we lean back like that, we were opening the throat chakra as well. We're going now to the third eye, just with a simple child's pose. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let the chest lead, let the hips surrender as you lay your torso on your thighs, and you touch your forehead to the ground if you can. If not, stack your hands. If not, stack your forearms. Let the third eye rest on the ground. And if you have been finding yourself in anxiety or other loops, other mental loops, let them drop to the ground right now. Let them go and be composted. They'll come up as more productive energy somewhere else. Take some nice deep breaths. Let your abdominal organs push against your thighs for some more massaging. We need to keep our digestive system really healthy and supported. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's come back up to seated. Come back, just lean yourself up and curl your toes under. Come back to seated on your heels. Just for a moment, can you reach back to grab your heels with your hands? Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles. Lead, let your chin come down towards the mat. Let your forehead come to the mat. Your hands are grasping your heels. And then can you lift your hips away from your heels and come rolling onto the top of your head to massage that final chakra at the top of your head. Just allow a little pressure right there. There are a number of joints, skull joints, that are happening right in that point. Take some nice deep breaths here. Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles engaged, the arches of the feet. The back ribs are fanned and open. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's flatten the tops of the feet onto the mat. Come back up. And just sit quietly for one moment. Feel what you feel. If it's uncomfortable to be seated on your heels, you can slide yourself to the side, or you can come into a cross-legged pose. But just take several breath rounds right now to feel where the energies are going and flowing in your body. And then we're going to do this all one more time so you can feel it again. So, will you join me standing up? However you want to stand up. Some of you might want to go into a downward facing dog. Some of you might want to just hop right up. But we're coming up back into mountain pose. I'm going to change sides. Mountain pose. So build from the foundation up again. Engage those arches. Active muscles, soft joints. Tuck that tailbone. Open that space right there at the hips. Drop those shoulder blades. Nice inhale. Mountain pose. The skull is right on top of the spine. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, left leg back. Left leg back, left toes angled. Hands on the hips to bring those hips forward to square with the front of the mat. Tuck the tailbone, fan the ribs. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, bend that front knee so the knee is just directly over the ankle to protect the kneecap. Distributing some energy into the outer edge of that back heel. Feel the strength of these legs. Feel the pelvic floor muscles, the core muscles, as we engage that root chakra. Let's open the arms like a bird flying. Feel the activation of the armpits all the way under the arms to the fingertips. Rotate those palms. Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles. Lower the shoulder blades as you raise the arms. Open those armpits. We're activating the lymphatic system right now, the immune system. We really need to take care of that. Let's look up. And can you lean into the lower part of your body as you reach the arms up? Look up. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's bring those arms parallel. And let's bring the right arm front, the left arm back. So can we open those armpits? Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles, arches of the feet. Reach from fingertips to fingertips. Look out over your front fingers. That's your future. How do you want it to be? We can decide this. Rotate that right palm. Let's inhale, and on an exhale, raise the right arm, lower the left. Open this whole right side, all the way to that hip crease. Use your breath. Nice inhale, exhale, rebalance the arms. Back to facing forward, drop the arms, nice inhale. Exhale, back to mountain pose. Feel yourself side to side. Reconfigure yourself in your beautiful mountain pose. Nice inhale, exhale, right leg back. Right toes are angled. Hands are on the hips to bring them forward, facing forward. So we're zipping up the inner thighs from the arches, pelvic floor, core muscles. Nice inhale, on an exhale, let's bend that left knee. So these glute muscles are wrapping around. The thigh muscles are sort of spiraling. The arches of the feet, let's raise those arms. Really pull from fingertip to fingertip. Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles, arches. Rotate those palms. Reach up. So as I reach, I lower. I lower into my root chakra. I get myself grounded. I claim my uniqueness in my family, in my tribe, in my clan. I'm here for a reason. Let's look up. Nice inhale. Exhale the arms down and rotate the left one forward, right one back. Open this whole chest area. Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles. Zip it up from the arches to the inner thighs. Look over your left fingertips. Create your future. Let's rotate that left palm and reach up. Reach up. Ambition without ego. Nice inhale. Exhale, let's lower. Rebalance. Come down. Mountain pose. Feel what you feel. Notice what you notice. We're going to go back into a cooling forward bend. And remember, this is our gesture of humility, of being willing to accept all the new that's coming at us. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, surrender the hips, lead with the chest. Engage the core muscles, the pelvic floor muscles. Slide yourself down to whatever form of forward fold you want. And if you want to just support yourself from the legs, and that's your forward fold, let it be. Those of you who are in a deeper forward fold, let the head hang. Really notice your humility. And if you really don't know what that's like, be honest about it and start asking questions. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, we're going to reverse swan dive back up. Let's reach all the way up. As I'm reaching up, I'm grounding down. Exhale back to mountain pose. I'm going to turn to the long edge of my mat. I'm going to angle my feet out about 30 degrees. I might take a little bit of a wider stance this time because I'm nice and warm. I'm going to tuck that tailbone. I'm going to rotate the shoulder blades down. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, I'm going to bend these knees out so they slide out. They slice the space. And then I'm going to bring these arms up and bend the elbows. Tuck that tailbone. Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles. Second chakra, creativity. What do you want to create in this new normal? It's all for you. Can you lower a little bit more and raise a little bit higher? I know it sounds like a paradox. That's exactly where we are. Stretch out. Exhale down. You can heel toe in, or you can hop. I know that most of my head's getting cut off. That's okay. Let's just call that good humility, all right? As long as you can hear me and follow, that's where we are. All right. We're going to the Hara chakra, the third chakra. So to do that, we're going to bend the knees, we're going to bend the hips, we're going to lower like we're sitting in a chair. And if that's as far as you want to go with this, fine. You can fold over and fold down. If some of you want to reach out and go a little lower, counterbalance with your arms, lift your heels when you can't go any further. And come back into that balance pose. Balance, we have got to keep our balance in these new, confusing times. We have to. And let's exhale the arms down, walk ourselves back onto the mat. Let's stretch those legs out. You can move the flesh from your sits bones. You can elongate your spine. Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles, pectorals, back muscles. Everything is graceful and engaged. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's bend the left knee. And let's bend the right knee. So hands in front or behind, doesn't make any difference. Elongate that spine. Core muscles, pelvic floor muscles. Feel how strong you are. Feel the strength of your arms. Nice inhale and exhale. Raise the right leg, the right shin parallel to the ceiling. Raise the left shin parallel to the ceiling. So you can grab behind your thighs and you can pull against this and activate everything as if you're in this angular mountain pose. You could also bring your arms parallel to those shins and feel what needs to happen in order for that core strength to be activated. And if you want to, you can raise those legs and the arms. And let's exhale. Then come back up to elongated spine. Yeah. Take a couple of breaths. Just calm yourself down. I think that might be our biggest job in these different times, is finding our calm. So can we bring the left foot under the right thigh, the right foot over the left knee? And we're going back into that spinal twist. All right, so elongate the spine. The left elbow wraps around the right knee. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, the right arm comes around to support and elongate. Pushing into using the core and the pelvic floor muscles. Let that right arm, shoulder reach back to open this chest. Use your armpits. Use the arches in your feet. Let your head turn towards the back. Really embrace this spinal twist. So there's a tendency in twisting to clench somewhere. Can you just scan your body right now and find where you're hanging on for dear life and see if you can just surrender there. Surrender it so you can really feel how wonderful this spinal twist is. And you may be able to get another millimeter with an exhale. We're wringing out yesterday's nutrients. They're today's waste products. Let's get rid of them. Breathe your belly into that right thigh. Get a little organ massage. As long as we're wringing stuff out, hey, what do you want to get rid of in this new normal? What habits would you like to just say goodbye to? They've taught you all they can, and now they're just some extra baggage. Can you let them go? Let them go. Make room for new creativity. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's bring that right shoulder forward and twist ourselves, and then retwist ourselves on the opposite side. Get ourselves all set up. We don't have to be in any hurry. We've got some time right now. It is the gift we've all been begging for, and here it is. All right, I don't mean to make light of this at all, but there is a lot of time. Right elbow around the left knee. Feel your pose before you go further. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's bring that left arm up and around to help elongate that spine. Okay, so your brain is already going into the shenanigans of, wait, I'm going to clench here. So can you let that go before we elongate and rotate that left shoulder back, the left ribs back. Bring that belly up against the left thigh. Turn your head towards the left. Feel your pose. Now scan. Where are you clenching? Can you drop those shoulder blades? Can you relax that right shoulder? Can you relax any place that's clenching? And say goodbye to a habit that you want to change. Name it and send it off. Like you're wishing bon voyage. It'll go somewhere else where it's needed. All right, so now just enjoy your twist. Wring out yesterday's nutrients for this nice, healthy body today. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's bring the head back to center, the left arm, and let's uncork ourselves and get ready to come up onto all fours. I'm not all fours on knees, but before we do that, let's just feel what's happening in the body. Am I looser? Does anything feel better? Is anything feeling not better? Don't try so hard, maybe. All right, let's come up onto our knees. The camel pose. So this is the heart chakra and the throat chakra. So you're in your kneeling mountain pose. That means zip it up in the inner thighs. Strong muscles, soft joints. Wrap those glutes around that tailbone and tuck the tailbone. Open, fan, drop the shoulder blades. Elongate the spine. Let the head sit right there with dignity. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, let's just slide our hands up, the back of the heel of the hand onto just below the waist to support the small of the back, the sacroiliac joint. As we do, the belly comes a little forward, these hip joints open, the front ribs can fan. Bring those elbows back. That means the shoulder blades rotate in the shoulders rotate in their socket. The pectorals open. This whole sternum area opens. You can tuck your chin to sort of meet that sternum area, and if you would, just squeeze your throat just 3 times. Squeeze the throat 3 times. We are activating the thyroid gland. Now can you open a little bit further and let the head begin to reach back. Not crunch back, reach back. So those neck muscles are keeping the head forward. Open. Open the heart. Open the heart. We have exactly what we need to meet what's coming at us. Open the throat. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Some of you may want to drop one hand down to your heel and then the other to open this a little further. You don't have to. Nice inhale. And on an exhale, bring the head up, the hips back. Align yourself, and then come to being seated on your heels. Align your spine. Feel what you feel. Nice inhale. And on an exhale, let's fold forward into child's pose. Let the forehead touch the mat if you can, hands or forearms. Let the thoughts in your mind just drop right out. The really important ones will come right back. The habitual ones, send them away. Send them on their way. Breathe deeply into your belly. Get some more abdominal massage going on. Send some energy and receive some energy through the arches of your feet. You may want to reach your hands over your head. You may want to receive and give energy through the palms of your hands. Just surrender here. Return to baby. Return to that moment when you were born, when everyone in the room was in perfect delight that you were here, that you came, that you finally arrived. Nice inhale, and on an exhale, if you can keep your forehead on the floor, great. If not, lift up and grab your hand behind each heel. Forehead on the floor if you can. Nice inhale. Raise the hips away from the heels. Curl the toes under. And can you rock on the crown of your head? Can you feel what's going on with your shoulders, with your back ribs, with your neck, core muscles, pelvic floor muscles, arches in the feet? Activate the crown chakra. You might want to go side to side. You might want to go forward and back. Just open space in your skull. Nice inhale. Let's lower the tops of the feet onto the mat. Come back onto a seated position. Come back up into an elongated spine. Can you come to sit on your sits bones? Extend your legs out long. Move the flesh from the sits bones. Go back in that seated mountain pose. Feel your dignity. You can close your eyes, you can open them. Just feel your L shape, core muscles, pelvic floor muscles, arches of the feet. Pectoral muscles, back muscles. Maybe shaking a little bit. That's okay. Your muscles are nice and warm. They've been used well. And then can you situate yourself so that you're getting ready to come into Shavasana. So if there's one more pose that you feel like you need, take it. Otherwise, can you use those core muscles? Can you use that third chakra to lower yourself onto the mat? And once you get there, can you lift into your elbows and let your shoulders just become really perfectly situated? Can you lift your hips and just let them drop into where they're really comfortable? Can you lift your head and elongate your neck a little bit? Do you need to cover yourself with a blanket? I'm going to walk you through a little bit of a guided meditation before we stop. Before I'm silent and you're in Shavasana. So, allow yourself 3 nice deep breaths from the nostrils through the brain all the way to the root chakra. Now picture you're going on a walk. You're in a beautiful environment. You call it, you describe it to yourself. And you're walking on a path. It's not a straight path. It's a little curvy, so you don't really see the end point. But the environment that you're in is so beautiful, you want to continue on this path to see what delight is around the next curve. You're walking. It's a beautiful day. How does your skin feel? What are the colors that you're seeing? What sounds are you hearing? How is your skin responding to what you're feeling? Is there any taste that's happening? How does the environment feel on your skin? And keep walking. And the path is opening now to a larger view, a larger vista. It might be a field, it might be a beach, it might be a woods. It's to you to decide. But there's a structure there. Walk towards that structure. And what does it look like to you? It could be hard structure, soft structure, could be whatever you decide. But you're there, right at the back of it, and you're going to walk around it to the front, and you're going to notice there's an opening. It's dark, a little bit maybe hesitant, but maybe curious. And you have the feeling you want to walk in. And when you do, you notice there's someone there. And they've been waiting for you. They're seated, and there is a spot for you to sit in. And you take your seat. And you begin your conversation with this being that's in there. They have something to tell you. They have something they want you to know. This is a totally safe environment. Listen. time to complete your conversation with this being. So thank them for the time you've just spent together. Thank them for their message to you. And while you might not want to leave, it's time to go. It's always time to move on. Change is inevitable. So make your thanks and begin your journey back through the portal, back into the more open vista area. Take note, enjoy what you want to from it, and then begin to turn back to rejoin the path. And once again, walk that path and notice what you notice. Notice how it feels on your skin. Notice the noise. Notice what you see. Notice the colors. Walking back to your place of origin, which started on your mat. And once you get back to your mat, just settle in. Scan your body. You may want to embed your message in a safe place where you can retrieve it when you're ready to remember and think about it and grow with it. And now, bring your awareness back into your space, back into your sphere of influence, into your gossamer veil. You can stay where you are, or you can roll onto one side, totally up to you. This is a really great time to thank yourself for taking time for your yoga practice, for taking time for your well-being. And it's a great time to send out a prayer of love to the people in your life that are so important to you, that make your life so rich. And here's the challenge. A time to consider generosity or understanding or compassion for the people that you don't like, the people that bother you or make your life hard. And then, if you've got anything extra, a little cup of strength, a little cup of encouragement for anybody who's in a struggle right now. Just to energetically know that they're not alone. And then we will close this yoga practice with one more chant of Om, that universal vibration of harmony. So how about if we take a nice breath round, inhale, exhale, and inhale, and we'll chant. The light in me honors and respects the light in you and in all beings. We are connected to each other and to all beings, and we are all in this boat together. Namaste. Thank you so much for stopping by the Lotus Center YouTube channel as we bring yoga to ourselves and to others during this time when we need to stay at a distance from each other. And I hope you come back. We will be loading more videos as we can. Thanks. Have a beautiful day.